Welcome to Mysterious Labyrinth Television. I've had a few beers, excuse me. Oh, let's put this on. Cheers. I haven't played the guitar for ages. Take it from the top. I haven't played the guitar for yonks. I can't play the guitar anymore. I'm going to keep trying. Oh no, the composer had stopped. I was just getting one. I need to more volume on this compass thing. I can't even hear what's going on. Can't put the volume. Something like that. Sausage. Let's see if I can even remember anything on the guitar at all. Sorry, you got the hiccups. Talvez e for fine algo. Algo lo que tú quieras. Ole, Paulo. My guitar playing is terrible right now. A cigarette, I've got a cigarette there. ¿Qué hacemos? Yo no sé si puedo nada aquí. Echa la mira de calor. De calles, digo. De calles. Schunem. This is terrible. Anyway, I'm going to have to put an end to this broadcast soon. I mean, I've forgotten how to play the guitar, but I'm still struggling to get it back. If I ever can do that. All right then, let's have a look. Actually, I feel like listening to some music. Actually, I mean, interlude. I was just trying to remember anyway how it feels to do a rascual, un poco de rascual con la guitarra. Yo qué sé, pues a vinagre, hombre. Que no pasa nada. Que son todos pollos a vinagre. Mundo que está chalado, perdido. Es verdad, ¿no? Es verdad que el mundo que está una amiguita chalado, ¿no? Loco perdido. ¿Qué quiere? ¿Tú qué quieres de mí? Que yo soy un buen mestizo, no es una más a nadie. Muchas gracias, señor. Y señorita también. Igualmente. Brum brum. Norwegian birds actually say brum brum. Well, it's a good job I've only got one more beer then, isn't it? And here it comes. No dilly-dallying now. Who gives a sausage? If I could afford more beer, I would get it, but I'm done in. You know, I stole all my money. You think that would break me? A sneaky little conniving sausage people. Anyway, that was the kind version. for describing them or the particular individual in question. Well, it's not even a question. I've actually sat and looked at the video footage, the security camera video footage at the shop where my wallet was stolen. But it was my own bloody fault, wasn't it? Because I forgot it on the counter, which is a right silly thing to do. And when I realised where I'd left it, you know, that it wasn't in the old pocket there, in the jacket pocket, whatever, and then I backtracked, ended up at the shop, and the day after or something like that, a couple of days later, we ended up looking at video footage of the geezer who sees my wallet, right, on the counter, and he picks it up. And we're watching the video footage, and he picks it up, looks at it, opens it out a bit, like takes a peek inside at my dosh, my dosh in the wallet, geezer, for crying out loud. Anyway, dosh in the wallet, and he picks it up and he puts it back down again. I'm thinking, I don't know. And there we are looking at this video footage, and then eventually, like, he's paying for whatever it is he's buying, and they send him like an A4 bit of paper over the counter. And in the moment where they send him the bit of A4 paper, he takes the wallet under the paper at the same time they're passing it over the counter, right, like this, and he kind of sneaks the wallet towards himself with that same motion. Righty-ho then, flipping Henry's geezer. What sort of codswallop is this? So basically he helped himself to my dosh, didn't he? But now I know what he looks like. I haven't seen him. Otherwise I would go up to him and I would say, hello, where's my money, you know? I don't weigh very much, but I'm fearless. I died once and came back to life. How about you? Well, sorry people, I'm having a bit of a fit here, but nothing illegal, so, you know, you can buy this beer, at least I can drink it at home. If you try sitting in the park to drink the beer, though, it's another matter, isn't it? It's another kettle of fish, or a kettle of maybe 90+% alcohol would be the thing, with a little dab of coffee in it. That would be the thing. Oh, right, cheers, people. This is Mysterious Alcoholic TV Day. Mysterious Labyrinth Television. I decided to call it. Why not? I mean, it's a bit like playing chess, you see, the labyrinth of the mind. The labyrinth of the mind. And what you can discover within and without yourself. Wow. A universe unto itself type of thingamajig. And that ain't no newfangled device, it's old stuff. I can't play the guitar anymore. I put the guitar over there. Forget about it. What I want to do is I want to talk to you, whoever you are. I would like to imagine, really, that there are other people out there who look around them at the world objectively, hopefully objectively in some manner or other, some impartial, objective inspection of what may or may not be real in this psycho world they've made it. A world of deception and lies. Oh dear, well, I'm not easy to fool, although, I mean, I must admit, you know, I had a couple pulled over on me a couple of times, but, you know, that's life, isn't it? Umpteen times? No, I'm not. I mean, in some regards, I've been very observant. In other regards, I set very large question marks as to what is this world. I came to the conclusion for a long time ago. I it seemed very obvious to me that the direction of, well, let's say so-called so-called civilization with its domesticated herd are being funneled in a specific direction, a very specific garden path, if you will, agenda-based, also eugenics-based direction. Things we see in our skies, things that are done to our food, very dodgy looking vaccine programs, and they're trying to make it mandatory, and at the same time, it's no secret, although you have to find the info yourself, you won't hear it through the mainstream media, it's no secret that they, with the Agenda 21 and so on and so forth, connected to that, eugenics, a population reduction program. A population reduction program, yeah. And eugenics, as in genetics, see, because that's what your fake science of genetics really is. You think you're better than Tim or John or Tracy or... Right, Tracy? You think you're better? Don't we all, as unique individuals, have also a unique purpose and value? But, you know, do we bow down to the useless eater meme, acknowledging ourselves as useless eaters in a world where freedom has been removed, in a prison without visible walls? But they are visible in the network or matrix, even, if you will, world around us. These norms, being politically correct, which I've never been, I hope. Although sometimes, once in a while, you know, I mean, the truth is used against us, of course. You get these people spouting truth up to a certain point, pulling in the herd who, hearing the word, it resonates with them, and the collectivism hits gear umpteen, bringing them. There's an insect attacking me here. Sorry about my arms waving around. I always do that anyway. Gear umpteen, right? What is the system we're slaving for? I mean, here in Norway, I don't know about where you're living, but it seems to be pretty much along those lines, just about wherever you go. We're paying right up to 40 and even more sometimes, I think, 40% tax on our wages. And that's not even mentioning all the other tax we're paying. And then I heard some guy driving to the centre of London, but some truck, he was paying like 200 quid in carbon tax. And that's a theme in itself, the carbon tax. I mean, flipping it. And it was a joke when we were children. I heard around me, oh, like, one day we'll be paying for the very air we breathe. And that's exactly what they're suggesting, these psychopaths, these psychos. And I was quite disappointed, really, because the geezer, he was like paying £200 for driving to the centre of London, right? And paying his carbon tax. What the flipping Henrys is that then? What sort of bunch of sausage is that? Cheers. Well, I'll let you decide, type of thing, you know. I mean, do you want to pay for the air you breathe? Didn't nature already give us what we already needed? Question mark. Cheers. Nature already supplied, nature already knew what it was doing. A seed knows how to grow and develop into a plant or a tree or whatever, doesn't it? Or doesn't it? Doesn't it? It's funny how you can say the same thing, the same words in 3 different ways, and it will have a different insinuation for each projection. What the hell am I going on about, man? Anyway, I've got no viewers. I don't really care. I'm just going to sit here and tell you how much the domesticated herd is led up the garden path, as I see it. And I don't care if you think I'm arrogant or whatever. I don't give a left nostril about it. You see what I mean? It won't stop me, but I go out here, out this door, down the road. If I try opening my mouth, oh no, please sit down. You're focusing on the negative. No, I'm pointing out a danger for you and for me, for your descendants, for our existence, and the danger of deliberate extinction. So, you, in my opinion, have the same right to exist and be free on this planet as anybody else. It's not a wallet that measures anything for me in my world, although certain musical instruments could really tempt me if I had a wallet fat enough to buy those instruments, but it's not money that made the instruments, like this guitar, or yes, there is money in the picture because you have to buy the materials and it costs money because there's a middleman coming in every left, right, and centre. There's the middleman coming in, left, right, and centre, isn't it? It's the middleman. Here's the money system, but I'm going to scoop a bit off the top, aren't I? That's what he's saying, isn't it? Scoop a bit off the top. The middleman. Why can't I just meet you, whoever you may be, swap a bit of potato for a couple of eggs or whatever it is, whatever standard we agree upon? I mean, how many potatoes is an egg worth? And there's no middleman, you see? It's just the standard. Yes, I'm suggesting a renewed sort of a barter system that removes the middleman. Why do you think you need a government? Government. Controlling mind. Mind, Latin. Govern, control, power. Government, mind control. This is a way of interpreting it as well, isn't it? Why do you really think you need a government? Can't you steer yourself through life? The simple rule like do no harm, loss or injury makes sense to me. Doesn't need to be that complicated as long as you have a grasp on the basic principle and you're a living, aware, living in the flesh human being. Yes, one learns by experience too. It doesn't need to be one of the coolest short wisdom expressions. I found it impressive. Why use the map when you have the terrain? So, why use the map when you have the terrain, Does that say anything to you? It certainly does to me. Why does the president use a teleprompter? Do you really think he's written the things he's saying? You really believe that? Especially when his teleprompter breaks and falls on the floor and he's lost for words? kind of makes it apparent. There are several examples of this happening. Some of them captured on video. Brum brum. Norwegian bears say brum brum, and I'm not a bear, so I'll stop that nonsense. But right. God, I'm getting the urge to try and play that saxophone, but I'm so bad at playing it. It really sucks. And it's a bit late, although I don't think my neighbours will mind. Because I don't think they can hear much anyway, but I think I'm going to call that a day for now. Thanks for tuning in for a few seconds before I fractured your before I attempted to infiltrate your bubble reality, a little bubble. Can you see other people's suffering? Have you questioned why people do things they do? Have you thought about why we have this so-called threat of terrorism constructed 90+% of the time by the very forces who claim that it is a threat, funded in many cases into existence? What does that mean for you? Is that enough for you? And I'm not suggesting become a member of any club, and far from it, because all these clubs are infiltrated by these networks, you see. I'm scratching my elbow, mate. That's a major part of how they keep things in control, is the infiltration and re-infiltration. All the Freemasonic and related, it's a vast network, a global network that is thousands of years old, at the very least provable hundreds of years old, and even thousands actually. It's amazing to fathom that a few can herd the masses for so many millennia, and probably beyond. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if even further back. I mean, the history they teach us at school is so filtered. If you want to see true history, you need to look at what's happened to the native peoples here in Norway. The Sami and the Roma people have been forcefully lobotomized, forcefully sterilized. But these practices continue today, you see, and only the lobotomy has become the chemical lobotomy instead of a purely Black and Decker drill to the frontal lobe type of lobotomy. And I will say it again, there is a stone called the Stone of Shame, in Norwegian, Skammens Stein. The Stone of Shame. 3,000 nameless Roma people and some Sami people are buried there. Medicated to death, tortured to death by electroshock and I mean, just look at One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. That's getting pretty close, to put it mildly. I love that scene where the Native American, this big Native American fellow, he pulls out the whole frickin' sink. It's like a dirty, great big, and he busts the window open and he walks out of the asylum, and it's like a symbol of freedom. That for me, it's moved me to literally to tears time and time again to see this. Even if it's a fictional scene, I know it's real in hundreds of cases I've seen in my life of people who have been destroyed by psychiatry. Personally, I've seen this happen. To count, well, I could count them, but it's almost countless, so many. Unique individuals' lives destroyed by a Nazi science. I've got this insect that's flipping attacked me, and it's more like being bitten by a snake, actually. I think it was a wasp or something. Never mind. It just itches. I'm trying to scratch this bloody itch. So, what the heck was I going on about? Sod this and a sausage on the stick. Thank you for now. This is Mysterious Labyrinth. Logging out. Cheers. Oh no, shall I do that? Actually, maybe I'll do some drunken chess, because that's what I'm going to do anyway. I'm going to do some drunken chess. Let's do that. Oh my God, there's something coming in there. Well, somebody wrote sound knows whatever sounds amazing. Yeah, I called this broadcast Beer and Guitar. Thank you, Mr. T-Bone Tritchler. I'll have to add him. Oh, all right. Well, thanks. All right, logging out. Well, somebody wrote sound knows whatever sound. Thank you very much. Sounds amazing. Yeah.